smartphone experience is that Honor has also managed to keep its prices down. The Honor 9 continues that tradition, starting at €449 in Europe, although there's currently a deal on offer to get a 64GB Honor 9 and an Honor Band 3 fitness tracker for €429 or £379. No matter what you pay though, you'll be getting a phone packing pretty high-end specs, essentially the same as those found in the Huawei Mate 9 and P10, but for a lot less than those other phones. To get those specs out of the way, here they are, so just pause this video if you need some time to ponder. Specs aside though, the Honor 9 is focused on a few key areas: style, performance, gaming, audio, camera, and sports. It looks a lot like the Honor 8 from last year, but with the addition of 3D curved glass on the back to improve its gripability. The 15-layer optical treatment on the back curves into the sandblasted metal frame and around to the front, where a 5.15-inch 1080p IPS LCD panel sits atop a front-facing fingerprint scanner. That panel is plenty punchy though, with nice saturated colours, good contrast and outdoor visibility combined with solid viewing angles. While some folks will be disappointed that the fingerprint scanner has migrated to the front of the Honor 9, I can assure you that it is unbelievably fast and very reliable. There's no option for on-screen navigation buttons anymore, but you can switch the location of the capacitive buttons flanking the ceramic home button. The EMUI 5.1 on Android 7.0 is just as fluid, feature-packed and customizable as always, and there's no major new surprises here, other than the addition of some new 3D audio profiles for when you're listening to tunes with headphones. You can choose the type of headphones you're using and select a listening profile out of near, front and wide, depending on whether you want a more immersive or up-close and personal experience. The bottom-firing speaker gets notably loud, but you might want to avoid maxing it out if you actually like your music. Moving on to the dual camera, the monochrome sensor has been beefed up to 20 megapixels resolution, which affords the 2x hybrid zoom we've also seen on the Huawei P10 and Mate 9. The 12 megapixel RGB sensor adds color information, while the monochrome sensor takes care of details. Pixel binning promises superior low-light performance, but while the Honor 9 does pretty well with color, there's still a fair bit of noise and lost detail in the shadows. The absence of OIS means you'll suffer at night with either f2.2 aperture lens, and your 4K footage will be noticeably bumpy. We'll bring you more detailed information on the Honor 9 camera in the full review, but we can already tell that it performs quite well, if not exactly spectacularly. In full daylight, everything comes out great, just like with most phones, and there's a bunch of other options available like live photos, a full manual mode, monochrome only, a patchy sort of bokeh portrait mode, light painting, and a new night shot mode you'll need to use a tripod for unless you want to end up with this kind of mess. As I mentioned at the outset, the Honor 9 is a no-frills smartphone, delivering a solid baseline across the board at a price point that most can manage. It doesn't add anything brand new to the mix, just improves on a winning formula from years past, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.